welcome back, everybody, to the Sharpe Shooters Sports Talk. I am your humble and gracious host, Mr. Brinsky Sharp, on the ones, the twos, the three, ones, twos, threes, fours, and the fives, and the six, stumbling over the intro. Jesus Christ. Man, thank you, everybody, for being up in here. Sorry for the tardiness, but we are up in here, and I have a bit surprise for everybody later on in the show. I just got to wait on Coach Sean to come up here so I can um see his reaction to this. But make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you also tell a friend to tell a friend. We are online right now, so come on over and so we can talk some football because we got a lot to talk about tonight, man. It's a lot of drama before the season even started, Coach Al. But y'all already know who up in here with me. Our good brother and friend, the OG of all OGs, Jackson State's own, retired in two jobs, football and the workforce. Y'all show your love to our brother, Coach Al.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, it's that time of year.
Hey,
It's that
when
time of
it's
year,
that
man.
time of the year, it's going
Yeah,
down, man.
yeah. Yeah,
That's what I
cut
said.
grass just smells different this time of year.
No, yeah, man. We just still
Yeah,
waiting for everybody to come on over. That's
about
why
to
I
pull
said
up. Yeah.
let me see who up in here. Latoya up in here
Yeah,
as always.
well,
What's going on? Nick up
what's
in
up,
here.
fam?
Good to see you. Good to see
Hey,
you. Jeremy
yep.
up in here. Good to see you, brother. Good
Jeremy,
to see you.
what's
Travel
good,
Panir.
people?
What's
Travel from
going on?
there. Yep,
DSGB, what's going on, my boy? What's going on?
sir.
Well, artist, what's going on, man? What's going on?
Artist.
Mm,
Artistically incredible.
Five up in this thing, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Everybody up in here. They'll say, tell a friend and tell a friend. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button over here. And I wish Coach Sean would hurry up, man, because I can't even control myself right now. Because y'all don't know why I'm so happy right now. Just
Oh, that's the
know,
reason.
just know I am very, very happy. And I know y'all gonna be very, very happy when he comes up here. Because I know, just know it's a very familiar face that y'all haven't seen. But yeah, man, we'll start because I know Coach Sean will be up here in a minute. I don't know where to start,
Yeah.
man. You want to start with Jayden Daniels? You want to start with
Oh, that's the story right
oh
there.
yeah, man. F it. Let's go. Good old Jayden
That's
Daniels, man. My quarterback of my Washington Commanders, formerly LSU quarterback, Heisman Trophy winning quarterback, is in some news today, man, with his number at LSU is number 5. I guess he thought it was retired. Nobody was ever going to wear it again or something like that. And it is causing a big uproar. I don't think he was expecting to get the reaction that he's getting right now because it's bad. It's a very, very bad look on his end. And a lot of people think that it's not even on his end. It's think that is his mom that has a lot to do with it. But I'm gonna ask you, Coach Al, what you think?
Yeah, just looking on the outside, looking in. I got to dig deeper into the story because it just broke today, right? And
Late
but just
last night.
on the surface, man, the optics are bad. To be honest with you, he's coming off injury. Obviously, he's a talent, no doubt about it. But hey, man, why don't you just make it about football? Okay, you know, um, leave it at that. I mean, your legacy is established at LSU. Can't nobody question or argue with that. You're in
Mhm.
the NFL now, man. Go take your team to the playoffs. Go be great over there. All right. And but to me, this is his mom, the optics are bad. She needs to go just sit down. She didn't play at LSU. He's the one, okay, not her. Story's not about you. It's about him, okay, and what he could do in his legacy of football. But hey, makes for good clicks, you know. Everybody likes drama, especially when it's got a negative slant to it. Sometimes people want to be hustling on certain things and issues, socially speaking, to add relevance to who they might think they are. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there might be some of that. Who knows? I don't know the woman. Okay, but who knows who broke the story and why? It could be some more details behind it that we don't know.
His look. Well, I don't know who broke the
It's
story.
always more to it. Always
Yeah.
more to it.
Yeah, I wonder who. I gotta look into that, or somebody know in the comment section. That knows anything about it, like who broke the story. I can't remember. I just remember seeing it. I think it was Adam Chef that he said something about it. I mean, literally, dog. I seen it last night, right when I was about to close my eyes, and I was like, "Wait a minute!" And I was like, "You know what? I'm too sleepy. I'm not even about to stay up for this." Really.
Hey, closer to home, the story is Terrion Arnold to the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know we're talking about
yeah, we'll get to that one. We'll get to
Daniels. Yeah, that's
yeah, we're gonna get to that one too. I think that's an interesting pickup too.
Story, man. It's breaking,
Yeah, but this story is just going bananas, man. It doesn't surprise me one bit.
Yeah.
Big it got. But
this was gonna linger. I mean, it'll be a hot topic, for about a week or so, because they're playing football now. Okay. The game, the Steelers are playing right now on TV. They playing football. Joe Burrow actually is playing. He's actually playing tonight. Surprisingly, the guy associated with this story is Joe Burrow. And he's getting sacked over there at Cincinnati tonight, as always.
Yeah, man. Coach Sean coming up, y'all, man. He clicked on the wrong link because I was wondering. He said he was logging in, and I don't know how he clicked on the wrong link, man. He want to do this all the night, but it's all good.
Man.
Shout out to Dwight. That's why I said, man, I'm anxious.
We're in preseason too, man. We're in preseason too. We got.
Man. Yeah, man. Got to work out all the kinks in preseason.
Yeah, that time, we all working it all out, man.
Yeah, man. So it's all good, man. This whole thing, man, like I said, it's just crazy. I seen Leonard Fournette come out about it. Oh, man, I forgot, man. Got to bring up somebody. He's new to the channel, everybody, and he's new to YouTube. It's one of Coach Sean's homeboys. So I got to bring him up, and he's a Georgia boy. So y'all hold off on him, man. Y'all show your love to our good friend Wes. What's going on with
What's going on, my good people? I'm locked in now. We're good to go.
No, okay.
We're good to go. We're good to go now, man. All right. How y'all doing, man?
Doing great, brother. Doing great.
Good to see y'all, we up in here, man.
Yeah, buddy.
That's why I said, man. I was saying about this whole thing with Jayden Daniels, and look who decided they want to come in. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, before I go any further into this Jayden Daniels situation, he has no idea what's about to go down, but y'all already know I got to introduce him. Our good brother and friend at Alabama A&M, former running back and alum, one of the hottest people on these YouTube streets, and he don't even know it. Y'all show your love to our brother and friend, Coach Sean. What's going on?
My broskis.
What's going on, bro?
Man, I'm late, bro. My bad, man.
Oh, don't worry.
Late than never.
What up, Wes?
What up, boy?
Chilling, man. Coach A, what's up, boy?
What it is.
Be Sharpe.
It is what's going on,
man. Man, I've been at Bob Jones cooking like an egg. It's hot out there, bro.
Hey, I got a surprise for you, brother.
What you got, bro?
Oh, man, don't worry, man. We talk about this guy all the time, man. You already know, man. Why? Man, that's pretty much the glue of all this, man, of all of us, man. Y'all show your love to the legend himself, our brother, our friend, Ty Hayes, man. What's going on?
What up, Ty?
What up, Ty?
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, man. What's up, boy?
Not much.
Let me do the introduction. Wes.
Yes, sir.
This guy right here, man. Look, this is our homeboy Ty, man. He is like really, really, honestly, even with Coach J, he like the one whose tentacles reached and plucked every last one of us.
That's right.
And we was all doing content with him in some way or another.
Some fashion.
Yeah, man. And so Ty the homeboy, man. That's the dog.
Godfather.
Nice to meet you, Ty. Nice to meet you.
Ty,
Good to
that's my
meet
brother.
you, man.
That's my brother Wes, man, right there. Peach
Okay.
State Menace.
Okay. Well, I hope y'all have been good. I'm up here in Albany, New York. Just got done with my first week of pre-orientation for law school. Next week is orientation, and then after that, we get into 1L. So up here in the capital of New York, I've said a few bing bongs. I'm about to be a Knicks fan. It is what it is.
You better hear listen live all day.
Y'all are gonna see me in one of those New York videos next March.
It's funny. It's funny that you up in New York, because I just said, man, you are the RZA to this Wu-Tang clan.
Yeah, man.
The mastermind to all this, man. So that's why I said, so happy that this man has graced us with his presence tonight. And like I said, man, the Monday shows was about to come back, and I said, the Monday shows I wanted to keep up because of you, brother. Because I enjoyed.
I appreciate that.
So
That's facts.
big shout out to you, man. So thank you.
No, thank y'all for having me.
But man, we were talking about this Jayden Daniels thing, Coach Sean. And since you shaking your head, man, I have to start with you and your thought. Have you seen a lot of it?
I just read what you had sent me. Me and Wes talked about it today at work, man. We were just like, bro, and Wes made some good points to me at work. I ain't gonna steal Wes thunder, but
matter of fact, Wes, since you
let Wes go first, because the points he made, I didn't even think about. I didn't even think about that, but he's right.
I mean, I think, like, you know, the fact that it's a new coaching staff, the new coaching staff have no loyalty to Jayden. They weren't there when he was, you know, the Heisman Trophy winner. And then two, he's not a Southern guy. He's from Cali somewhere. So he don't have any ties or any people that was linked to the school prior to him popping up for that 1 year. He was like a mercenary for the most part. So he don't really have any ties to the school. And the fact that you sending a cease and desist or comparing yourself to Joe Burrow when he won.
Tell him about the biggest thing, Wes.
You know, I mean, he put that chip in that on LSU. You know, he 15-0 compared to 10-3. You know, if you ask the fans, they're gonna take Joe Burrow over Jayden Daniels every time. So, you know, like, what you're going to do is piss off that fan base and divide them. And if they got to choose between you and Joe Burrow, it won't be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Just one correction. I know he was there for 2 years. But
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. You good. But I know for sure. Yeah, man, everything that you said about that. But still, man, like, the most famous number down there is 7. And they give that out to the best players on the team. If 7 is issued out like that, you think they're going to retire your jersey? I think the only retired jersey that I have seen, I think I learned a lot about retired jerseys in the past 12 hours than I have ever known in my life. But only jersey that's retired down there, I think, is Billy Cannon. Literally the only jersey. And I think that's number 20, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know, man. It's just weird. Ty, man, what's your thoughts on this, man?
I don't get it, right? Like, I really would like to read the cease and desist to see on what grounds they're.
I think I could pull it up for you.
Like, I would love to read it, because I want to know what grounds. Like, yes, they have a right to the name, image, and likeness. No contest here. We've had this conversation several times where NCAA is late to this party. Athletes should have been getting paid. Yes, they have a right to name, image, and likeness. But it's also one of those things where, and we talk about this a lot, being Bama fans, the loyalty of that fan base can sometimes be as powerful as some revenue, right? And when you combine them, you're in a great situation. And I bring that up because he's not Joe Burrow, but Jayden Daniels was a bad man at LSU. Like, that was a bad dude. And if I was an LSU fan, I'd be bumping Jayden Daniels all the time. I'd be like, oh, this dude right here, he was killing teams. Like, he would put the team on his back some plays and just do crazy stuff. And now you're costing the loyalty of a fan base that revered you, even though that you weren't from there. You were revered, right? And I don't know the financials, so I can't speak to what's worth it or what's not. It's just an interesting perspective to think of. but I don't know, man. Like, I don't understand why they're doing it. And a point I made, and I don't want to be long-winded, but Coach Al, Coach Sean, Wes, I'm interested to hear y'all's take on this. It's not like they're giving it to just anybody. They're giving it to DJ Pickett.
Facts.
That's a future first rounder. If everything continues, that kid's a first round draft pick. So they're not just passing that number to a freshman or someone who hasn't proven. They're passing that number to a dude, a future leader on that team, someone who is going to continue that moniker that LSU used to have about DBU. Well, now they have DJ Pickett. They can really proudly be like, oh, we have that guy. Yeah, you do. Nobody can say anything. They gave the number to him. So I don't know. I just feel like I don't understand the why. And I'm just dying to understand. Okay, we have it pulled up here. I'm going to read.
You can see it?
Yeah.
Okay, I just had to make sure. Yeah, man. The whole situation is just crazy. No. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say while Ty reading, I want to formally introduce Wes to our OG Coach Al. Coach Al, Wes, is actually from your state. Well, he live in your state. Y'all live in. Wes is from Georgia, Coach Al, and Coach Al, man, you know, he's an offensive guy like myself. He's a football guy. Right. You know what I'm saying? I love having another offensive guy though that can talk offense with me. Mm-hmm. And he's from Georgia, man. He know all the ins and outs of the talent in Georgia, West. All the nooks and crannies where them boys come from Kenyon Drake's over there in Powder Springs to
Red Clay. I love it.
Blessed Trinity, to all the nooks and crannies. That's why I saw OG, man. Coach Al is the finer balance, like ties the glue. Coach Al is the finer balance that keep all of us in due bounds. You know what I mean? When, you know, sometimes social media get kind of crazy, man, and you know, sometimes it'll suck you into some negative stuff if you let it. Right. And Coach Al is the one that really, really make you be like, okay, you need that. I need that. I mean, I'm happy to have. I think Ty too. All of us agree that you need that. He put us on this negative free zone, right? And bro, it I promise you, since I've been really latching onto that, I ain't cussed nobody out on Twitter yet. In quite some time. So
it's therapeutic too, then.
Yes, it is.
That's right.
Yes, it
is.
Yes, it is.
Lifestyle concept.
Yeah, I see Lynn over here. He said he left Arizona State with a hailstorm, and now he just fired up one of the most passionate fan bases. Yeah, man. It's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna take some time before he can go back to Baton Rouge. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah,
I don't know why he did that. I'm gonna stand on it. That's my quarterback at Washington, and he's making me look bad. But how I've been putting it all day, I said, man, that's his college business. This the NFL over here. You good over here until you start messing up over here. Because the one thing that I'm worried about, man, they're gonna nitpick at everything that you're doing on the NFL level now, based on this. Like you a drama queen, and I don't believe you are. But I believe a certain tie that you have to somebody is going to affect a lot in the future because it's affecting you right now. This is like a whirlwind. It ain't even been 24 hours. And this thing has blown up like I've never seen nothing blow up. And it's just over a number. And the fact that DJ Pickett even had to speak on this, it's like, bro, I just want to play football. I'm like, it's just a number at the end of the day, man. And this was a number that was promised to him. And shout out to Lane for honoring that. Like, man, he was promised that when he came here, that he would be able to wear that number. And finally, he gets to wear that number. Now it's just all hell broken loose. Man, I tell you right now, if Joe Burrow ain't complaining, you shouldn't be complaining. And I love Jayden Daniels, and he was that guy. But if that man ain't complaining, matter of fact, I'll even put Jamar Chase ahead of you. If Jamar Chase ain't complaining, you shouldn't be complaining.
Yeah.
Let it go, bro. And that's why I said Leonard Fournette literally told him to let it go. Because there's some guys that have played in that uniform that were some dogs. They may not have won no Heisman. But I can tell you right now, when it comes to Louisiana, you are not bigger than the Honey Badger. I can promise you that. That man is Louisiana. through and through. So I was like, man, I don't know, man. This is just a wild story. But
Hey,
from what you read, Ty, what you seen on it?
Well, I don't know. I get the grounds they're coming from. It's just, quite frankly, dumb. I don't get it. Like, it's one of those things where I get it, but I don't agree with doing it. I just don't understand why you're doing it. Even reading that, I didn't get that answer. I'm just, now I have a bit more questions about this.
What did you take
I
from
don't
it,
know.
Ty? What did you take from it?
So they're trying to be petty and be like, oh, well, the thing that frustrates me is the language used is like saying that y'all have been doing this unbeknownst to us and you don't have the rights to do it. But it wasn't a problem until it was a problem.
Facts.
And I know that's a terrible argument because that's a slippery slope. If you start applying that logic to wider issues, which this is the law brain speaking now, like if you start applying that to wider issues, you end up in a pretty bad place that we don't want to be. But at the same time, we're not talking about something major. We're talking about a jersey.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And really, you're graduated now. What's going to be more profitable for you? The love of the LSU fan base. Or, I mean, I don't even know how much NIL you could make if you're Jayden Daniels. I imagine a lot, but a lot less now. Yeah, maybe LSU wasn't giving you a kickback or anything, but you're still Jayden Daniels. If you have the love of that fan base, you can do signings. And just for like, hey, $20, I'll stay out here all day for a community event. You do stuff like that without dividing that fan base, you're going to be in a great position. LSU, Bama, the love of those fan bases for the players that played, like you don't have to buy a meal.
Yeah.
You think Mark Ingram has to buy a meal in Tuscaloosa?
Facts, man.
When was the last time you think Derrick Henry paid for a drink in Tuscaloosa? It's the same in LSU.
N'Kobe Dean in Georgia.
Hey, it would even ask for the replica of the Heisman back. I just read it.
That's insane.
What happened?
He asked for the replica of the Heisman back from LSU.
From the school?
I just read it right here.
You can do that?
He just I just read it. Right?
I didn't even know you can do
Dude,
That's petty.
Yeah, he bugging now, Ty. He bugging.
Whoever's in PR,
it's the optics.
Respectfully, you need to get new PR.
Optics bad. Fact.
Yeah. The optics are all wrong here, man. You know, I mean, you're going into NFL camp, you're coming off an injury. Okay, your team had made the playoffs, and since they were the Redskins, Deadskins, whatever you call it.
Hey man, we made it to the NFC Championship game.
I'm a Steeler fan. Here we go. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But focus on that. How about that for a change? You know, go get your team to the playoffs. Go win the NFC East and beat Philadelphia. Go do that, man. You know, you're talking about something that happened 3 years ago. Okay, and you're from Arizona. You're not a Louisiana person. Okay.
That's what I said, man. It's going to be a long time. I'm sorry, not going to do it because you got really pissed off a fan base that I wouldn't want to piss off if I was a player of that team. And then I don't like how some of the guys were trying to defend it. I expect what's my man name? Malik
Neighbors.
Thank you. Malik Neighbors. That's his boy. I expect that. I'll do the same thing for my boy. And but man, you're gonna have to fire some folks, bro. Because I'm afraid of how I don't think this is going away no time soon. Because it's only going to get bigger. And it's sad that, like I said, DJ Pickett even had to speak up on this about a number when we can just talk about, oh, I'm getting ready for the season. Now you adding extra pressure on him just wearing a number. You know, it's just a number, bro. It's more pressure wearing that 7 more than anything. So honestly, that's what I said, bro. You're not above the program. And a lot of people need to get that through their head, bro. You're not above the program. You're not above the brand. at all. And he really just turned some people off with this. Now, and I was just disgusted with it. And I'm not even an LSU fan. This is the most I probably defend LSU because this is crazy. Like, people from Louisiana is telling you to let it go. Players telling you to let it go. And some people trying to say, oh, it's not about a number, but it's really about a number. Not going to say who did that, but I was like, bro, I don't even know why you wrote this long post. But
well, that's why it's got to be about the number. It wasn't a problem until it was a problem.
Yep.
If it wasn't about the number, this cease and desist would have came before that announcement, because they were using his name, image, and likeness before, and it wasn't an issue then. That's what I mean. Like, and I know that defense is terrible, but it's true in this situation. It wasn't an issue until it was an issue, and now I'm left asking the question, whether it's right or wrong. This is why Coach Sean said it's the optics. Whether right or wrong, we can only take away one thing. Something was here, now it is here. This thing is the only thing that changed in between. Therefore, it's logical to say this step is the breakage in the chain.
How serious is a cease and desist, Tar? Is that?
Oh, I mean, it's a cease and desist. It's basically saying, hey, stop or else.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm in. You can stop or you can respond. And if you respond, it may be with basically saying kick rocks. Yeah. If you want to file, we'll see you in court.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is if it gets filed, if it's in Louisiana, I'm not going to know a thing about it, because Louisiana does law different than other states because of the French influence. It's really interesting, but I know nothing about it. So I'm going to be fascinated to see if LSU responds to this.
So stuff could make it to court if.
Oh yeah, it could.
Wow.
Yeah. If LSU says kick rocks.
Yeah, putting a restraining order on LSU basically.
Yep, and that would have to be filed.
That's what they're doing, yeah.
And if you take them to court, you think they're gonna, if you take them to court, you think you're gonna make it any better? You're gonna make it worse.
Right.
Oh, dude, yeah.
You thought it was bad today, man.
Yeah, what you said, Bresky.
Look. Anytime you got the players, you know that league got a lot of LSU players, man. Anytime you got the players speaking against you, it ain't good. It's not good at all.
I like Jayden Daniels too. So that's like, Brinsky, you'll remember this. When he got to LSU, I was telling anybody that would listen, like, I'm still going to take Bama over LSU, but we have a problem.
Yeah.
Because that dude right there can change games. He has got an ability that's, I mean, we as football fans, right, whether we like LSU or not, that's the type of player that when they're playing, you watch.
Right.
Because he can do some special stuff. And now it's just souring it. And I don't know, man. It's just crazy to me.
That's what I said, man. I'm gonna put a bow on it, man, because it's just, this whole thing is just laughable at this point. That's why I was like, man, if I was him, if I'm LSU, I'd be like, or else what? And still do it just to see what you would do. Because I'm like, man, let it go. Just let it go. Like, after what you just seen today, just rip up that whole cease and desist. Because, man, I would hate.
Right.
Yep, I agree, Lynn.
Yeah.
Man, hey, bro, I'm telling you right now, bro, just let it go, because that whole thing is crazy. But oh well, good luck to you, brother, because we got a Super Bowl to win, and I'm not feeling confident right now because of this, about what you're doing. So, oh well. But Alabama had a scrimmage today, guys. Had a nice little scrimmage today, and I got a few key notes from it, man. Coach DeBoer said the QB battle is still wide open. No surprise. Said I think Austin Mack had a big stat day, threw 3 touchdowns. Elon threw 1 and a interception. The 1 touchdown went to Ryan. Lottie didn't participate in the scrimmage. The running backs, injuries. EJ Crowell didn't play. AK got hurt in the scrimmage.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But they evaluating it right now. But one of the big things that caught my eye from the whole thing was the D line caused problems, and a lot of people putting a lot of stock in the D line. Said reports indicate Alabama defensive front made things difficult on the offense, particularly early. That's an interesting discussion. So yeah, it's one thing that we kept hollering about last year, and I still got to see it to believe it. But y'all thoughts on any of this news
let
that was
me say
and
this.
shout out to the Tuscaloosa thread for all this.
Defensive line did their thing. Shout out to them. That's a great thing to see. But we all on this panel. Everybody on this panel, you know what I'm finna say.
You're probably gonna beat me to it.
Yeah, Ty, you already know where I'm going. Ty, Coach Al definitely do. Wes, you already know. Brent, that's a good thing. We need that. But is the defensive line really that good? Or is your offensive line, like we said it was going to be, very young, very talented, but the cohesion in that unit is probably the most single important thing on your team. They ain't been playing with each other, but for a few, really together. So pump your brakes just a tad, man. Right? Which one? All I say is which one was
it? No argument here. Any of you guys want to have another time?
No, I'm at the same thing. I think that they did a lot of good work. So
yeah.
I want to acknowledge that I think the defensive line is going to be better. I think there were a lot of young players last year on the defensive line that I actually would put more stock in to some of the older players that were on the defensive line last year. And they've taken, from what I understand, steps forward. The transfer portal, Alabama was deliberate in who they targeted because that's the approach of this staff, which there's a conversation about the transfer portal with the staff that I missed, but we can have it at a certain point. But I'm Coach Sean. I'm like you. Alabama has not had a good offensive line since 2020.
That's a fact.
This isn't a DeBoer problem. Yeah, we think about it, Wes. The last good offensive line at Alabama was that 2020 COVID national championship team.
Right.
After that, Bryce was amazing. Bryce ran for his life.
He did.
Yeah, it's a fact.
He did.
Jalen Hurts ran for his life. Ty Simpson ran for his life.
Yeah.
Bama's been giving up sacks like crazy. And at first people thought, oh, well, it's the way Bryce plays. And y'all know me. I think Bryce Young is one of the most gifted players I've ever seen in my life. I have so much fun watching his games. He's a magician. Wes, I always make the joke. Have you ever seen Harry Houdini and Bryce Young in the same place? Coincidence? No. I don't think so. That man is a magician. So when people said that, I would disagree, but I was like, okay, well, he is that kind of guy that is going to be in the pocket until that last second. So, maybe it will get a bit better. It didn't. It continued getting worse. And then there was the argument of like, oh, thank God we had Bryce. And then poor Jalen Hurts. I mean, people say he ran a lot. He did. What choice did he have half the time? Tackles were getting spanked. Absolutely spanked. Caden Proctor had moments where he looked like a absolute monster, and then speed rushers would just get him. I agree with y'all. Caden Proctor is going to be an unbelievable guard at some point in his career. I think. All respect, but I just think that guy right there is going to be like all pro guard. So I say all this to say, until I see a better offensive line, I am going to operate under the assumption that Alabama's offensive line is going to be in the same state that it's been since 2021. I have no reason to believe otherwise. This isn't 2 years in. We're in the 2026 season. When have you, yeah, that's all I'll say. That's
Coach Al.
Typically, this time of year, especially when you bring it back experienced defense, they're really supposed to be ahead of the offense at this stage of the game. Usually the first scrimmage, the defense usually whips up on the offense anyway. At least that's been my experience a lot of times. because you're installing everything, you're trying to get everybody on the same page. It's just syncing up offense. We may have some plays, offense making plays during that first scrimmage and everything like that. But what Coach Sean says has a lot of validity to it. Is it really your defensive line that much better? Or is it your offensive line? They just don't have the right chemistry yet. Now, what happens is this is what you want to watch. Because once you go back and look at the tape, you're going to clean up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And start teaching it and nailing it down and practice. I mean, if Clem is the guy, because systemically, Alabama's offensive line got bad when Doug Marrone came in, and one hire after another hire after another hire, you just got progressively worse.
Yeah.
For the life of me, I don't know how we recruited top linemen to Alabama.
Yeah.
With that caliber of teacher. So we're going to see kind of what the new O-line coaches, staff retool can kind of drill back down and say, hey, look, in the next scrimmage, let's kind of perfect our G scheme. Let's work on that. Let's work on our pass pro and our calls and echo and stuff and, relaying it down. Let's work on our communication. Let's see, can we get that with the 5 that we're trying out there, to try to establish something that's going to be your identity that you can start doing every day in practice. Now, I'm going to say this, Coach Sean. If you got a guy like Tim Keenan playing a zero nose,
yeah,
sometimes our defensive coordinator likes to run a 3-3 stack. He'll go 4-2-5, that kind of thing. So that means your 4-eye or your 5 got to be a dude.
Yeah.
Okay. So Edric Hill, now the zero nose may be stoning guys. He may take that double team, but if your 4-eye is getting washed and beat up because he's undersized, then they're gonna be gashing you off the running game. And if you watch what we've done with our offensive line, those 4-eye kind of guys, Devin Thompson, they bigger, much bigger,
yes,
and longer. So now, man, they can anchor that thing down. So they're gonna command a double team. So now you got to tackle. You may have a tight end that side. They're trying to take that 4-eye or that straight up 4. He's playing 2-gap.
Playing 2-gap, yeah.
He's playing 2-gap. He's in a 3-3. So it could be a lot of that going on too. It could be the subtle personnel changes and improvement in personnel that made it look even worse.
Yeah.
So that's a combination of a couple of good things going on that to me is called camp competition.
Big shout out to my brother Piano Man. Much love to William Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Big love to all you guys. Lynn had said something earlier, B Sharpe, but when you get Piano Man's super chat, he was there. He actually witnessed the scrimmage and said some very, very, very interesting things. And look, Wes, you guys are in the same boat. You guys lost some offensive linemen, but you got a lot of those defensive linemen back. You know what I mean? Georgia's very, very similar.
Looking at how Bama, that they're always going to have athletes down there. They always going to have, supreme talent. I just think, watching Bama playing Georgia last year, it was how, we went at Bama, the run game. That was really surprised me about Alabama, how y'all couldn't stop the run.
That's a whole fact.
If you can't stop the run, it's going to be a long game. And each time we played y'all, y'all jumped out on us, but we ran the ball consistently. It did not stop, whether it was up the middle, whether it was attacking the tackles from the outside with sweeps and power pulls from the guards and whatnot. I think, when Nick was there, it was a tenacity thing. We played for Nick, you got to have a little bit of a dog in you. And I don't know if Kalen DeBoer is bringing that out of the Bama D-line thing. You know what I mean? Because when you play down here, you gotta live in the trenches, and that's what's going to win and lose games for you. And if you can't run the ball or stop the run, you can become one-dimensional. And these coaches down here, they'll pick you apart. And I think that's kind of the problem with y'all offense. There's no balance to it. It's all on the quarterback or your receivers making big plays. You need, a 2nd and 3, a 3rd and 1, stuff like that. It makes it a little bit easier for younger quarterbacks or, offensive coordinators when they figure it out still,
That's a fact. That's a fact. Can't be denied. That's a whole fact.
Yeah, I'm interested because I don't want it to sound like I'm sitting here panicking. Yeah. I'm very excited about the Clem hire. I think that was a great addition. Some of the guys I've seen, some of the new hires, I've also been out of the loop, so this is just a very stripped back take. Some of the new coaches, man, they seem like what the program needs right now. Some juice. Because DeBoer, I think, is Wes, I haven't ever gotten to speak to you about this, but I'm a big fan of Kalen DeBoer. I think it is going to work out.
Coach.
But to your point, one of the things he said when he first got hired, I loved, but now it's like really time to show it, when people were asking about recruiting, and he goes, "Hey, I know what I don't know." And when he said that, I was like, okay, you're self-aware. If you're self-aware and you know where your weaknesses are, you can address your weaknesses. If you're stubborn, you can't do anything. Wes, to your point, and I think it's a great point, I think Kalen DeBoer is a great head coach. I think he's great for Alabama, where Alabama is right now. And at worst, as a transition guy, he's a guy that the players love, right? Which is good when you're losing Nick Saban.
Right.
You have to have somebody that has that fire, right? You just have to. And if it's not coming from your head coach, like it came from Nick, and Nick, I think, got to a point where his presence just commanded a different
standard.
Yes. I'm not saying everybody has to do that, but you got to have somebody. And Wes, to your point, if it's not coming from the head coach, where's it coming from? And I hope that it's in the building now. We'll see. I think the offensive line will be better.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think you'll see about will the O-line be better, because what happens is this: it's not like the old days where every day's pads. Every day is, you'll get few opportunities to kind of get that full 11 on 11, all good on good kind of thing. People just don't do that a lot now. See a lot of shells and all that kind of stuff. But Clem, I would say this very subtle thing. He's an NFL guy. They've been doing that a lot longer than colleges. So his way of teaching offensive line play is going to be a lot different than what a lot of these guys have seen. And he's got full reign to go do that. So I think he's a strong personality too, which can kind of influence our offensive coordinator a little bit to say, quit being all over the place. Let's establish an identity first at the first beginning of the year, and then build on it. Let's just don't throw the whole book at everybody and be 5 miles wide and 1 inch deep. Go deep on something else. So if you look at your personnel and what they could do a G scheme better than a duo or inside zone, do that. Be good at it. And use that to disguise everything else. So I think you're going to see that. But you got to know just where you're starting from. Scrimmage today kind of say, okay, this is where we are. Now we're going to see just how much they'll improve to the next scrimmage, and then now it goes quiet. It goes radio silence until the season starts. There ain't nobody saying nothing. you just hope you don't get any injuries. That's the main thing right now. Especially with those 5 or 6 guys that you're really going to be playing with. Anyway, you're going to have a swing guard and a swing tackle and hope your center can stay healthy all year. And
look,
do that. Yeah.
To Coach Al's point, if you watched a couple of those clips on Adrian Clem, the drills he's teaching him, that twist drill and that long mirror drill, those are NFL drills. That's you don't see a lot of coaches in college. I think Ohio State do, but that long mirror drill, where you make the W with your hands and all that, and the 3-punch drill, a lot of that stuff is NFL offensive lineman stuff. You know what I mean? So he's right. Coach Al is right on that. He's definitely teaching these guys techniques like that. So I'm hoping that brings forth at least some style or some semblance of a physical running game. I'm hoping that's what it does.
Hey, Lynn, if you're still in the chat, answer a question for me. What was the pressure like on the quarterbacks? I mean, what was the pocket integrity looking like? Who handled that pressure from a quarterback standpoint, as far as they're moving in the pocket, keeping our eyes up, those little bitty things that's going to help you execute, and hit check downs or know where to escape based on the pressures you see coming and who's recognizing pressure. If you're in the chat, maybe you want to could you speak to that a little bit? Because I'm very curious. Because the guy that I think that will probably win the job is a guy that throws a higher percentage under pressure in practice. Especially with the offensive line that's young, you're gonna have to be able to extend and make plays and handle that pressure and still complete a high percentage of passes to keep the chains moving.
I'm gonna hit these real quick. Shout out to Piano Man with the 200 jewels. Appreciate you, my brother. I still don't understand what this stuff means on YouTube, but I appreciate it. I really don't. But definitely shout out to the hardest working producer out in the streets, man. Shout out to Dwight being a member for 10 months. Said, my guy Ty Hayes back
in the building.
He is in the building, y'all. We have found him, the groundhog. We have found.
Look. Somebody said Ty Hayes is out of the portal.
Get off the grade.
Oh, he is out the portal, man. Is he gonna sign today?
Wes, you missed it. Whenever I don't know if you remember. Was it 23 or 24? 2024 in the spring. Whenever it was supposed to be like the crazy spring transfer portal, all we were hearing. And I have no doubt that all of the people who were saying it, because they're some of the best in the business, they had good intel. I don't know what changed, but yeah. But all you heard was it is going to be insane. So we did a transfer portal show, and because it was supposed to be so spectacular, I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a little something extra. I'm a big nerd, Wes. Like, I'm a huge nerd. I have watched The Lord of the Rings too many times. Before law school starts, I'm rereading the books.
You're reading the books. You're serious.
So I dressed up as Gandalf, the transfer portal wizard. Actually, it was Grandalf because copyright purposes of the documentaries. You understand.
I like it.
The hat was a little lopsided. Grandalf's hat needed some Cialis, but that's neither here nor there. I made a fool of myself, and nothing happened.
Nothing. Cricket.
There were no big transfers, and I made a fool of myself.
That's good to know, Ty.
No, man.
Yeah, bro.
Hold on. Where I was just at? Oh, yeah. Shout out to Bino, man.
Being
a member 13 months, man.
BT.
Well over a year. Shout out to you, bro. He said all-star panel. He said all-star panel looking out, dishing out the knowledge. And Ty Hayes has came out of the portal. Miss Susan over here, man. Miss Susan, you need to change that handle so these folks can know that.
I be forgetting that's Miss Susan, man.
That love and knowledge, gents.
I didn't know that was her, Coach.
I didn't either till be sharp hit me to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now I'm about to say some of y'all need to change y'all handles so people lucky I just know who it is. She had to tell me one time when it was from. And shout out to Bishop for the $3.33 said phone booth mentality leaves no doubt, no excuses.
It's facts.
You ain't lying.
Lisa Fitz, you in here too. Lisa, Rob.
Lisa, yeah. Man, that's Lisa.
Yeah, she be up in this thing, my brother, man. What's going on? See, Lisa, I don't feel like Lisa caught alive in a minute. So I know the football season coming up, man. Oh, yeah.
Lisa be active on Twitter now.
Oh, yep. I know.
Yep. She be getting at them, bro. She be getting at them.
And Rob up in this thing, man. Good to see everybody up in here, man. Good to see everybody up in here. Like I said, man, this is about to be a real interesting season. That's why I said you getting news like this. I know they're gonna play probably one more scrimmage.
Yeah.
And then I think they're gonna determine like that. Like you said, man, I think that was Coach Al that said it. Whoever can handle pressure the best, that's who they're gonna go with. And I don't know who that person is. That's why I said I have no idea. But we're gonna see, man. Ain't no telling.
It's got to be more than just a QB too, man. Because everybody got to be able to pick up pressures, simulated pressures, and all that stuff. The quarterback play well, and people around. That's what made Ty so exceptional because he was seeing it all. He was seeing it all, and giving everybody, I was at Sanford Stadium last year. Okay, I'm watching it live. I'm not watching with the TV feed because they don't show you football. They show you entertainment, and watching it, from where I was sitting, the vantage point, you can see Ty making checks and beating pressures. He's beating pressure because he knew he didn't have the guy physically to plug that hole. So he knows he got to get the ball out of his hand. So that's why I say Alabama's been getting crushed with quarterback pressures the last few years. Every team is going to play them that way until they prove otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, facts is facts. That's why I said, man, the season is almost here. Thank God we got a somewhat of a cupcake game to really tune up. But them boys still better be ready, because even the cupcake game that I just said, you got they players calling us out. Well, one of the players like pointing at the schedule, like he's holding.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like,
okay.
we gonna find out if we have some heart, and I know we do. I just want to see who's gonna step up to it. See, that's you open the door for disrespect. Now you got to make sure you put it on notice, like disrespect would not be tolerated here. So, and people gonna try it all year long. Even with your team, Wes, last year, like they were like, man, we've been dominating Georgia in the past. Like, yeah, man, that's in the past. And one of my favorite lines from one of my favorite shows ever. I need to put that on here. I think I need to. Nah, I don't have it on here. Jesus, I gotta add that on here. So I'm gonna say that. Because that's one of my favorite lines. So I'm gonna say that. But yeah, man, any more thoughts on this from this first scrimmage, from all the intel that we have?
Yeah, I see Lynn dropped response to my question in the chat.
Okay.
Thanks, Lynn. I want to verbally acknowledge you instead of sending you.
My fault.
I appreciate that, because Lynn's a good friend of ours. Okay, man, what a good man. Lynn and his family, just quality people, man.
It's fact.
And
shout out to Lynn.
He's always got his ear to the ground, his pulse, finger on the pulse, man, about everything Alabama. It's been my view that if Lynn tells you something, it's pretty much spot on.
Yeah.
Okay. So thanks, Lynn. I appreciate you on that. We'll see can clean it up, and teach it and get Grub lassoed in and say, hey, look, this is why it's important on what you call and how you call the game.
That's a fact.
What the offensive line can do and what your running backs can do. So I think he's a strong enough personality with him and Coach Nix to kind of reel your OC in. If your OC is like Ty said earlier, if he's self-aware, then he can receive that kind of perspective to help the team out versus his ego. And we all know, coaches, the higher you go, a lot of time, the bigger your ego gets. I've been seeing them dudes, man.
Coach Al, look at what Lynn just put in to answer that question.
Please say.
Coaches, I asked you what would be the first play from scrimmage today. If so, you'd be wrong. I would say a handoff off tackle. Something nice and simple.
I would say some kind of jet sweep or something.
Man, it better not be, man.
I was trying to reverse.
Hey, Ty, I was trying to be positive. You know what I'm saying?
No, I bet it was a trick play.
He said you would be wrong.
I bet it was a trick play.
He took his logic to say, hey, if we thought we was going to establish the running game, he comes out and calls a jet sweep on
man, they better, bruh. Don't tell me that. Please, man. No, don't do it.
Lynn's going to answer.
Stroke out up here, bro. No.
It was a reverse. Or a flea flicker.
Ooh.
Crazy, bro.
Final answer, flea flicker.
Tell us what the first play was, Lynn, please, if you in there.
Man, I know if you seen it, you would have been testing me sending me some nice words.
double reverse, halfback pass.
Statue of Liberty.
It would probably be some kind of check down to the back out the back.
Man, they better line up and run it.
Well, since we got you up in here, man. Since we got you up in here, and we especially one of your players that I know me and Coach Sean absolutely adore on that defensive line, Elijah Griffin.
Yeah, I figured.
Who I believe at the end of this year will be on notice.
It's gonna be a household name, right?
Yeah, man.
Big time.
Yeah.
Like I expect.
That's a grown ass man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What you expecting from y'all this year, man? From y'all team and everything?
I mean, I think we should be in a pretty good position with Jordan Hall coming back, Elijah Griffin, Gabe Harris Jr.,
Zayden Walker.
Yeah.
That boy.
Like, I think like, you know, last couple of years, it really wasn't a bunch of pressure coming from the front seven, you know, generating sacks. So I think I do believe like it's going to be an emphasis on getting to the quarterback, you know, because the last couple of years they couldn't stop the run. So, you know, I think Kirby went all in to stop the run and make sure that it was stout. So now it's time to get a little bit more exotic with the packages and seeing how we can confuse quarterbacks. Because, you know, Kirby can get in his bag when he's trying to, like, you know, confuse you and have your head on the swivel. So if we can continue to grow the younger guys in the right direction and let the old heads come in and tweak the system and keep everybody, you know, accountable. Because sometimes you need the players to police themselves. And I think the great teams, when the players hold the other players accountable, it makes a pretty good season and pretty good results for the field. So if they can keep doing that, you know, stopping the run and getting a little bit more production from the front seven as far as sacks, I think, you know, we'll be in a good position.
I'm gonna ask you this because I know you ain't been on here and Ty haven't been on here.
Yeah, you see a private chat, be sharp.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, guys, I gotta head out. I gotta get to some reading. I want to go see my wife on Labor Day, so I need to try and get a few weeks ahead. So
can I get just 1 minute out of you? Because I need to know this before you get off. For one, thank you, brother, for coming on.
Facts. Big
thank y'all for having me.
You already know.
Always, Ty, you already know, bro.
It's love over here, brother. But I have to know this. Who is going to be your two teams in the SEC championship game?
Yes.
So we can just put all this on the record for everybody.
OU. Sean was the.
Don't listen to this, man.
Man, if Mateer's healthy, that defense is going to be crazy. Yeah. Like that defense is going to be crazy. Satania comes back, and Isaiah Satania is a bad man. Like Bama's got corners. Yeah, Bama's got corners to be able to deal with any team. I'm bullish on Bama's DB room. Right, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think Bama has an argument for the best DB room in the nation.
I believe so.
When you look at Xavier Brown, Dejon Lee, Red Morgan, Keon Sabb, Bray Hubbard, then you go to even your backups, Zay Mincy, right? Ivan Taylor. I just think that DB, that DB room is crazy. But if OU's offense comes together, they got a new running back coach, McCullough, who was doing big things, right? Like if y'all don't know much about their new running back coach, go check into him. Mm-hmm. If he can get that right, I think their offensive line will be good. Bill B, right? He's put so many guys into the NFL. It's Mateer.
Last year.
It's
Jason Witten,
it's Mateer.
Coach.
Jason Witten, the tight end coach.
Oh, yeah. The Super Bowl.
Potentially the best defensive player in the country. Yeah. David Stone.
Yeah, I mean, that defensive front's going to be ridiculous. I'm interested to what they're going to do at linebacker. And when I say interested, I don't mean like, oh, I have a concern about the linebacker position for them. They're deep. Like, they are crazy, stupid deep. They lose Stutzman. They might not drop at all from the linebacker position. And that's crazy when you lose a guy like Stutzman out there. Like, it's their defensive back room is the only area where when I look at OU's defense, it's like, hey, if you can attack them vertically, that's your goal. It's just getting time. So Oklahoma is an interesting one. I mean, I know people are going to roll their eyes when I say this. Texas is tough to ignore when you look at the talent they can assemble.
Man, don't tell B-Sharp that. Don't tell him, Ty. Don't tell
But here's the thing. Y'all know how much I love Sark. Sark's got to show me something this year. Because last year.
This is the year.
I didn't think he was bad, but by his standards, I thought he was bad. Does that make sense? Like, objectively speaking, not bad. It's Sark. Like, if that's your floor with Sark, hey, you're very happy. But we know what Sark can do. We know the genius he is when he gets in his bag. And last year, it looked like they were trying to force it into something that just wasn't them. And he just did not give up. He pulled a Lane Kiffin last year. Wes, one thing I've always said about Lane Kiffin, I love Lane Kiffin, but to me, the differentiating factor between Sark and Kiffin up until last year is that Kiffin coached with ego. Sark coached with method.
Yeah.
Kiffin would go into a game and be like, this is what I want to do, and it will work. If it's not working, if it's not working, he's just going to be like, no, this will work. And he will just continue doing it. Where Sark would be more methodical. But then last year, it just looked like he had a game plan in mind and would not get away from what he envisioned, no matter the. So offensive line for Texas is going to be big. I mean, I know I'm not answering the question, Brinsky, but I'm just so out of the loop that it's tough for me to kind of pinpoint because I just don't know the intel. You can't have this conversation without talking about Georgia. Naturally, I feel like that kind of goes without saying. So, Wes, to you, it's almost respect that I didn't name them first because I kind of feel like it goes without saying in the current status of the SEC, right? Like, I think Bama could be there. So I'm going to be right here, Brinsky. I'll come on again, and I'll answer the question more direct when I can kind of do some digging. I'm looking at 4 teams in the SEC. The team that obviously has the most to show me is Bama, because I think Bama could either be a good team or a really good team. Offensive line, quarterback, what are you going to look like? If that gets right, I think the running back room has some guys, Trayshawn Brown, hopefully Deere's good, Kevin Riley, and then you have Crowell, you have Daniel Hill. I really like that running back room. But those 4 teams are super interesting to me. Is there anyone outside of those 4 that y'all are really looking at that I'm overlooking? Because like I said, I'm just so out of the loop. I haven't really dove into football in months.
I think that's pretty accurate from everybody that I remember. I don't have a paper where I wrote everybody name down. But trust me, bro, you'll catch back up.
Right.
But because I know you got stuff to do. And but brother, like I said, man, appreciate you even coming up here. You made my night and pretty much made everybody else.
Telling you, man.
God bless you, man. We all happy for you.
Nice to meet you, Tom, man.
All right, y'all. Nice to meet you, Wes. Great being back on with y'all. Yeah, I'll see y'all here soon.
Yes, man. Man, ladies and gentlemen, that is Ty Hayes, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah,
much love, Ty, man.
Y'all already know the Monday shows used to go up.
Yeah.
And because of that, man, and like I said, I took the bull by the horns and I said, man, I will continue that while you gone, brother.
Yeah.
And definitely big shout out to him. So, yeah, man.
Let me say this, B Sharpe, if you don't mind.
Say whatever.
Lynn had an interesting pick. We now everybody on this panel, Georgia's. I just think they're gonna be there, bro. That's one team. Yeah. I'm not picking no other team over Georgia to be there. You can say what you want to say. They didn't won the championship 2 years in a row, and you got to push. If that had been us, you would want some respect on our name. If that had been us winning 2 years in a row, right?
We don't want respect.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't want it. Piss Kirby off. Piss him off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They already did.
Yeah, they already did. Facts. So for me, I've been really high on Oklahoma. Y'all know that I talked about Oklahoma on the show. I think if John Mateer was healthy last year, I think those guys would have done even better. I mean, they made the playoffs, with 3 freshmen in the offensive front, man. 3 true freshmen. 3 5-star. I think 2 of them was 5-star, one of them was a 4-star. They gonna be really good, man. If I think they have the same question mark we have, Coach Al, about running the football, right? The +1 game, we all know the +1 game, they can do that all day long, right?
Yep. Right.
I saw John Mateer, man, he's hungry this year, man. They say he's been working out really well in the summer. I seen an interview he did, and my old coach used to always tell us at A&M, you always know they soft when they smile a lot and laughing. Don't smile again. He wasn't smiling. He was dead serious in his interviews. All he talked about was failure. That's all he talked about, how they failed. A kid like that is hungry, man. The dude done reshaped his body. He looked good. Oklahoma, I'm telling you, that when you can have a returning quarterback, and Coach Al, you can speak to this, a returning quarterback who was who at times looks phenomenal, at times look, like most quarterbacks, average. And a defense like that, you're gonna have the ingredients to win every game you play in. Every game you play in. It's just a matter of, what you do with it.
Oh yeah, I agree with what you're saying because again, I can't say enough the influence that Witten is going to have on that offensive group because he comes from the NFL and translating that to the tight end game is going to help a guy like Mateer how to get open, how to create space for yourself out of that, and not to mention how to basically help the run game. I think that's where you may see a big improvement for Bama this year because we're bringing in a great, excellent tight end coach, and our personnel is going to help out a lot. So that when you take a guy that's a 5 technique like a Devin Tompkins, a dude like that, and you got a tight end that's 235, he's going to get whooped. But if you bring in a Josh Ford, look at the tight ends that Georgia had. They ran 12 personnel, 13 personnel, whoop everybody's face in with the big tight ends. So you start to see that happen over in Tuscaloosa. As long as they can get the internal pieces kind of solidified a little bit, I think that the tight end personnel of Y's and H's, those guys that's attached and a little bit off, move guys, those kind of guys with some split zone stuff. I think you see Oklahoma incorporate some of that with Witten. That's what I'm trying to say. But that's going to help Mateer. It's going to keep him out of the 1+ game, keep him healthy the rest of the year, that kind of stuff. So he's not carrying the load as much running the football. I like them a lot only because of the fact they play defense and they got a great kicker, man. And that's going
to damn sure do
games on the road, take crowd out of the game, pull the air out the ball, get off the field, get your offense some short fields and things like that. They obviously are a sleeper team in the SEC.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this, Coach Sean. All these ifs, man. You know what I'm saying? We got so many ifs going into the season, man. Everything got to go right.
Yeah.
So I mean, Oklahoma got a bunch of ifs around them. LSU got a bunch of ifs around them. Alabama got a bunch of ifs around them.
Even Texas, man.
Not so much as the OCs I just named. That's why I'm saying, go Dogs.
Yeah, I mean that's facts. Every time we if them.
I mean, I live over here, man.
Yeah. I mean,
and I coached ball in Cobb County for 20 years. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we ain't had nothing but some players come out of Cobb County.
Facts, man.
Right? And yeah. And I've been to Georgia games, man. And Kirby, the 4 C's of success, Coach, I always say it. He still has maintained that chemistry, continuity, communication, and collaboration. And Kirby has that on his staff. Okay. And in football, that is it. Well, in life, man. I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's the secret sauce. I'm giving it to y'all. Chat. If you want success in anything, call me out if it don't work for you. Call me out. I don't care. But I'm gonna tell you, 65 trips around the sun and a lot of success in life showed me that. Somebody didn't tell me that. I'm living it.
That's a fact. People, Coach Al, people can say what they want. I bring it to you, Wes, if you don't mind, be sharp. People can say what they want to say, man. But at the end of the day, you can have all your Chip Kellys you want. You can have all these flash you want. You can have all these pretty players you want. At the end of the day, football is a grimy collision sport. If you, I said this several times, and please check me on it. Just like Coach Al said, call me out on it. Georgia went down to Tennessee. I think it was 17 points. It was either 14 or 17 points. They went down to Tennessee. Georgia didn't panic. They didn't panic. You know what they did? They lined up in 12 personnel and sometimes 13 personnel.
Ran
the damn ball over and over and over. And I'm not saying that to say we should run the ball. No, that's not what I'm saying. Don't miss the message. They know who they are. They had an identity.
They know who they are, right?
So they have a kid right now from Atlanta, Georgia. His name is Quintavious Johnson.
Oh,
He was
me and
B Sharpe. Yeah, me and B Sharpe told y'all that team was full of sophomores last year. He should be a junior. We told y'all that.
Have this year?
That kid is 6'4" by 250. He didn't have a lot of sacks that past year, but he had the second most hurries.
He had pressures, a bunch of pressures, yeah.
Bro, they full of sophomores and juniors. Go look at their roster right now. We talk, and they won the SEC, bro. You got to start with them, no matter how bad we hate it as a fan base. So I'll give it to you on that, Wes.
I mean, I agree with everything you said. You know, it's a mentality, man. You know, like even though there'll never be another Nick Saban, never be another Nick Saban. He's the greatest head coach in my lifetime. But if we got the closest thing that's left to him, it's Kirby.
That's a fact.
It's Kirby. You know what I mean? And how the coaches, like, you know, I want you to run through people. I want you to break the floor. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he had one pregame speech where he was like, "We burning our boats. We either gonna win or we die." And that's the mentality that he has. That I don't know, a lot of coaches coach with that fire, and you know, he can do it, and like it don't push the kids away. Like they welcome it. Like, all right, coach, you know, you're right. I can do more. I can get better. And when you have a bunch of kids that got that mentality, trying to, you know, eat off the floor, be the best that you can be, and if you don't, somebody behind you will take your position. So it creates like a den of lions. You know what I mean? Just waiting to get to the field so they can show what they can do. And with that right there, as far as like, you know, the SEC, you know, of course I'm a pull for Georgia. Man, it's like a toss up, man, between like Oklahoma, Bama. You know, LSU, because you never know what Lane Kiffin gonna do down there once he get going with all that talent. It's just a toss-up for real right now. I think I know a little bit more. I have a little bit more of a concrete answer, like maybe after the first game, so we can see what people look like, the schemes, see what these kids doing. You know what I mean? And see what's going on as far as between their ears. Are they locked in? Are they ready for the season? There's so many distractions out now with NIL, you know, social media. So having these kids locked in for that long of a time, it's kind of hard now, but, you know, hopefully, you know, they'll stay locked in for my Bulldogs. You know, whatever comes out of it next, I don't know. It's kind of up in the air right now.
I love it.
Yeah, man. It's like Coach Al said, man. It's a bunch of ifs going into the new year, man. Them ifs gonna be answered. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can guarantee you. All those ifs and all those predictions that we given. Somebody gonna be right, somebody gonna be wrong. Because, like I said, man, it's the best time of the year. It's talking season. Get to talk to the girl, all that good stuff. And then when the rubber meets the road, she gonna find out are you really about it or you ain't.
Barbecue and mildew.
You're gonna barbecue and mildew every single time, man. So
I'm calling it now.
Go ahead.
You gonna dump truck Michigan. Watch.
Yeah,
that's gonna be an interesting game. I don't know if they're gonna dump truck.
Watch.
It's really all of the Bryce Underwood in that game. I would say that if they played them at home, but they going up there to Michigan.
You gonna win that game? I would say probably by 10 or more. You watch.
They do that because Underwood ain't playing good.
But they're gonna force him into stuff. It's not because, you know, I mean, Brent Venables gonna have some secret sauce for that dude, man.
I forgot about that.
And remember, Kyle Whittingham. Remember what kind of Kyle Whittingham is not the flashy coach. He's just not. He's just not. Oklahoma gonna beat them boys, man. You watch.
Yeah. You know, one thing I saw in some of the highlights from the scrimmage today was, you know, Coach Sean, I've been talking about tight end room for a long time.
Yep.
Okay. And I saw on some of the notes that Caleb Edwards caught a 40-yarder from Austin Mack today. Okay.
That thing, bro.
That is significant right there, because in DeBoer's offense, they had a guy out there named Westover when he was in Washington. And Westover was a dog, man, because he lined up with Y and he come down on 5 technique, man, and they run that pin and pull stuff, man. But then he'll come down and slip and go straight up the seam, man. They go play action off that joint. He's wide open, man. And if Caleb Edwards can be that kind of dude this year, I mean, you know, I'm glad, you know, we got Western here because Georgia. I love what they do with their tight ends, man. They make them a weapon. And in Caleb DeBoer's offense, we haven't had a tight end in the building until this kid Caleb Edwards looks like he has some potential. And Marshall Pritchard. I like Danny Lewis's versatility too because before he got injured, he showed some glimpses of that he could be an inline attached wide and get his hands on you, but then he can get open in the underneath routes really good too. He has soft hands. So, but don't overlook the fact that Mac hit Caleb with a 40-yarder today, man. That's going to be part of that offense. And we had talked about this, Coach, when we were talking about quarterbacks. You're going to have to be able to hit the intermediate over the middle passes and throw it in windows and layer the ball in this offense if you're running the football. Because if you're running the football with all that pin and pull stuff, that's built to hold the linebacker. It's built to cause the defense to slow down a little bit. What does that mean? It's creating vertical spaces so that you can do that. So, I wasn't at the scrimmage, but when I saw that and I heard about a 40-yarder to Caleb Edwards, that right there, man, is and Austin Mack threw the pass. Okay, that's the staple of his offense.
Man, I can't.
You don't mute, huh? What?
There you go.
Hey, Wes, it's $5.
My bad.
It's $5 you got to pay.
I already know, bro. This time it's on me, bro. This time it's on me, man.
Hold on,
Hey, we all
go ahead, brother.
We all got to give it to the kitty, man.
Yeah, shout out to Rob becoming a member.
Appreciate
Appreciate you, brother, man. And if y'all want to become a member, it's right there in the description where all these brothers' channels at. So make sure you subscribe to those channels. And I don't know the subscriber count right now. Last time I checked, it was 1913. Shout out to the Deltas. But I'm trying to get to 2,000 subs before the season. So tell a friend, come on over here, man, because y'all already know when the season starts. It's going up, especially for those after shows. I think that's probably the thing I'm ready for the most after the game, because I know how much. Because we all up on a high. We either gonna be mad or we're gonna be happy.
hey,
no in between.
Them post-game shows be going crazy, man.
Oh man, I love them, man. I promise you, that was one thing I couldn't wait to do.
Yeah.
So be ready, man. We are going up. But go ahead, Coach Sean. My fault.
No. I was just saying, man. Hell, I actually, really and truly, I forgot what the hell I was saying.
You comes between the hedges this year. I know you was gonna say that, right?
What I was gonna say?
Weren't you gonna say OU comes between the hedges this year? Don't OU come between the hedges this year?
So OU come to Georgia.
You gonna say that? I thought you were gonna say that.
What I want to know is this. I want to know this from Wes. This is very important what Coach Al just said. When you look at y'all schedule, Wes, and you might get B Sharpe to pull it up or one of us to pull it up. When you look at y'all schedule, where do you see? First, tell me what you think the record is going to be. And tell me where we do this every year with Bama. We've been pretty much right. Coach Jans hit the nail on the head last year with us coming into this season. I said 10-2. I think B Sharpe said 10-2. I think. When you look at Georgia's schedule, y'all got Oklahoma coming there. Where do you see the possible potential pitfalls at, if any?
It's always one pitfall. The damn Roll Tide. It's y'all. And I'm just, I don't know what it is, man. Like, y'all have our number. That's always that one game that makes me extremely nervous. Yeah. I don't know what it is, because like we'll play good, we'll beat everybody, but y'all got our number for some reason. Like Oklahoma's a good team. They don't scare me though. Like I got to see what they do on the offensive side. Like stretching the field, throwing the ball downfield.
Yeah.
And then like you said, if they run a material like that, they're gonna break him up. Like that's a lot of running down here in the SEC. And I think we got 8 conference games this year, 9 conference games this year.
9.
So 9. That's a lot of conference. That's a lot. I don't know if his body gonna be able to keep up with that, but that's probably the only pitfall I see is Bama. We're used to Tennessee. Oklahoma's a good team, but man, you finna come between these edges. They're gonna be ready for that.
Yeah.
They're gonna be ready for that.
You know, Jim Knowles, I tell you what, Wes, at Tennessee this year is going to bring a little bit different sauce to that Tennessee team. They don't lack for talent.
No,
and they were a little bit young in the secondary last year, and he brought some guys over with it from Penn State. You know, they got to come to you guys this year. All right, so it doesn't bode well for them, but you haven't seen that defense either.
True.
Okay. So, and they can run the football. I mean, so anytime you get a team that can actually play with you on the line of scrimmage, man, that's a great equalizer. You know,
most definitely.
I think Georgia takes them, but you know, and I'm not a Tennessee fan or LSU guy. I don't like either one of them.
Facts.
But I'm a football guy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I can take my fan glasses off and get in the lab and break down the cut-ups and say they execute.
Yep.
Okay, we got to prepare. They got some really good personnel. These guys really understand how they want to play football. All right. And Tennessee might be a little bit different team this year, man. Defensively. Offensively, you know, Hype are going to have some juice for you. But defensively, they can keep the points down. No.
I have to see what they do with that quarterback position. Because they're going to be starting either George McIntyre or I forgot my boy name. Because he's got to be a true freshman. Brandon, I forgot Brandon's last name.
Highly recruited, though.
Yeah,
highly recruited.
Faison, yeah.
Faison. It was. I knew it started with an F, but these are two new guys. One of them is red shirt freshman, and the other one is a true freshman. Both of them highly touted, and I don't know what they're gonna be when they go out there. They're gonna definitely have a bumps in the road because of no type of playing time or anything. I don't know, but this is the schedule right here for y'all.
Yeah. Wow, Tennessee State, man, you guys are gonna be afraid, man.
My man, we got to be ready for that one. Where's the Kentucky
I can tell you where y'all are gonna lose it.
I'm gonna tell you, hey,
the band,
your band better be ready.
Yeah, the band gonna get at y'all.
That win counts, right? Certain neighborhoods, that win counts. Okay.
Look, don't get it twisted now. Listen. You go from, let me see, the 26th, the 3rd, 10th, 17th.
Oklahoma. Vandy's a good team too.
You got a bye week. You got a bye week before Florida, and that's your only one. Let me see, 26. Yeah, so
everybody
you go
gets
from
one bye week this year. Everybody gets one bye week.
You go from
it's 9 games.
OU to Vandy. Vandy gonna be scrappy, but y'all gonna beat the brakes off them. Then Bama, then Auburn, then Florida, and Ole Miss, and Missouri,
and South Carolina.
That's always a trap game with South Carolina.
It's a scary team.
Yeah.
Scary team.
If I had to pick 2 games on that, I think gonna be tough for y'all. I'm not the Ole Miss guy. I'm not the Ole Miss guy this year. I'm just not. I think Ole Miss gonna lose 2-3 games this year. I'm not the Ole Miss guy. I know they got Trinidad Challenge. They're gonna score a lot of points. I'm not sold on their defense. I'm not sold on their secondary. They got some good players. I'm not sold on Pete Golden going undefeated. None of that. I'm not even
on Pete Golden for you.
I'm just not, bro. So I think OU gonna play y'all, bro. I think
do too.
I think if y'all not careful in that game, they gonna turn into a fight in the 4th quarter. OU,
but you know what? If it is a fight, I still take Kirby in there.
Yeah, me too.
It's gonna be an onside kick, a field goal. It's gonna be something.
And y'all at home, Georgia just don't lose at home. How many games y'all lost at home in the last 4 or 5 years?
Y'all
2, 1.
Bama.
So that's got to count, bro. So I say potentially Oklahoma and potentially who else I say?
South
potentially no, it was one more. It was I say, well, hell, I don't see nobody. I say only one is Oklahoma. Bama. Us and Bama and OU.
I agree with that.
And that's at the worst.
Yeah, I think Florida's still on their way up. That Oklahoma game is going to be one of the most physical games of the year. I can promise you that.
Yeah,
because, bro, teams without a quarterback just don't scare me. Think to yourself, when is the last team with a first-year young quarterback done anything? Just really think over the history. Trevor Lawrence was playing. Then he started, give me the team that, like us, ain't got cat.
Well, I made that point about true freshmen in the SEC. Like, if you go throughout the history of it, and people love to bring up Jayden. Jayden didn't start day one. We had Blake Barnett. Starting day one.
Right.
And then Jayden came in. That's like an anecdotal situation. But it's hardly ever you see freshmen start in the SEC, because if they do, they really not those guys.
Facts.
I don't know if Peyton Manning was a true freshman. He probably one of those anecdotal situations too, if he was.
I mean, you got some that had some good years. Ty Simpson had a great year.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about.
Oh, you were just talking about first year guys.
Yeah, I mean,
they got to be
to win as a
first. You got to be an extraordinary type guy, like a Cam or.
Do y'all put Ryan Williams in that category?
Freshman?
QB. Okay.
Yeah. First year.
You remember DJ Lagway fell flat on his face, man.
Yeah, he was talented as hell.
You rushed him in there too fast, man.
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's why. Really and truly, that's why I like the guy we got. The boy, he knows how to coach quarterbacks. That guy knows how to coach quarterbacks. I mean,
yes, he does.
The system that they run, whether you like it or not, you say it's a West Coast kind of thing, and he's the soft kind of guy, but the guy produces quarterbacks that can think like NFL quarterbacks. That's why quarterbacks are attracted to him, because that's how quarterbacks think. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's a quarterback. I mean, if I got a guy coming to my place, I'm a quarterback guy. Oh man, by the time he leaves, he's gonna be ready to run through a brick wall talking to me, right? Yeah. Because that's what I'm talking his language, right? And so, but you can't rush him, just can't rush him.
I wanted to do something fun before we get up out of here. I don't know. Bishop told me to drop the link, so I'm about to drop the link for Bishop. And definitely shout out to Bishop for becoming a member. I don't know how I missed that. Definitely appreciate that, brother. That's what I said, man. Everybody loading up. That's what I said. I plan on doing a lot more. Still working on some behind the scene things for y'all, man. I've been going crazy for the last 2 weeks. Now we're preparing for the season. Definitely shout out to Toya. And I told Toya the game will be on its way. I forgot my man's name that won it. I haven't seen him in the chat since he won the game. So I need him to pop back up so he can claim that pride. But if not, we're going to have to do another raffle, y'all, because I haven't seen him in a minute. So somebody may win college football 27. But if he doesn't pop up, I'm going to give him about another week or two. Probably a week, because I haven't seen him on one live since that moment. So if you don't show up on the next one, we're going to do it live next week, and somebody have a chance just like Tori. So shout out to Tori. But I forgot. Oh, I ain't send link to Bishop. All right, there you go, Bishop. But yeah. Oh, this what I wanted to play, man. Keep talking about. I'm gonna bring it up because folks love to say, "Oh man, we dominated Georgia in the past and everything," and yada yada yada. I just want to make fun of us real quick. And there go our good brother Bishop up in this thing. What's going on?
What's good?
What up, brother?
But like I said, man, folks talking about we dominated Georgia all those years and all that. So this was like a rebuttal to that.
Shit, man, yo, if this was the old days.
Yeah, now, well, the thing about the old days, they the old days.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, bro. You know how much I kept getting tired of seeing that. Man, we dominated them and all that. And for over the years, I'm like, bro, get over that, man. I think we still dominate them. But I just wanted to be funny. But I'm just speaking as a fan on that. I'm speaking as a fan on that.
I hear you. I hear you.
I'm gonna break it out again. The only thing that matters is
The power of now.
Power of now.
Power of now.
I like
There
that.
ain't no
what
ifs, ands
happened
about.
last year don't mean nothing.
Nothing.
In 2027 class, we don't even know what that's about. What's happening right now? That's the only thing that's really real.
It's a fact.
Sure, for sure.
Like right now.
Hey, and you better get ready for the phone booth mentality because that's what type of year is going to be in the SEC.
Yep.
You got to get ready. There ain't no ifs.
Yeah, we're gonna cannibalize.
16 of the top 24 strength of schedule teams come out of this conference. Oh, that's right. It's only 16 in this conference. So everybody.
Put it down, Bishop.
That's a fact, though. That's
Well,
a
damn.
fact.
Yeah, we're gonna cannibalize each other, man.
Literally.
You ain't lying. Hey, that's why people's like, oh, Bishop, come on now. We always had, well, we didn't have that second bye week. Yeah, but you had some cupcakes to go with it. We ain't got no cupcakes. You look at your schedule. You look at each one of our schedules. When you go through that SEC gauntlet, it's just that, a gauntlet.
Yeah.
It is that.
Yeah, you don't come with your A game from week to week, you're gonna get got.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You're gonna get got.
Yeah.
Especially when you go on the road.
That's when you go on the road.
When you go on the road in the SEC.
And don't take no one for granted. That is an easy win. Vanderbilt ain't Vanderbilt no more. Mississippi State ain't Mississippi State no more.
Mhm.
Documentation be conversation. You take them light if you want to. You better be forced by fire every week. That opponent is a Georgia. It's a Alabama. You do that, hey, you won't slip up because hey, you'll get got real quick.
Sunshine, shout out to you, man, for the $4.99. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
man.
big salute, big salute.
Thank you, man. Said tied up. Let's roll. Damn right.
Hey, 22 more days for us, 23 for you.
Bishop.
Yes, sir.
Bishop.
Yes, sir.
I picked y'all the dump truck, Michigan. It's coming. Don't even be bashful, Bishop. Don't be bashful. Tell them it's coming.
Yeah, we know. They're trying to call us, that we're soft. Oklahoma soft. Yeah, they're gonna run up. Their running game is gonna run all over us. It's okay. Documentation be conversation, and you can't run in the phone booth. There's nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide. That's for real.
I got Michigan beating y'all by 30. I'm just talking.
Hold on. Be sharp. We'll be that Huckleberry.
Oh no, man. No,
yeah, I know you messy. You being messy.
Oh, I'm mad. Go ahead.
But talking season is over.
Oh yeah.
That's what I love about it. When I start breaking down film right now, I'm seeing a lot of teams making some gains, especially with Alabama. I love your tight end room, how they're going at it on the blocking scheme and getting into the drag routes and the flankers and the posts. Hey, in this, I don't think people understand their extension of the O-line, but as much as possible, if they can be dominant at what they bring to the game, it's the unnoticed yards of them getting their block that can spring someone versus them only having a 4-yard gain.
Yeah,
it's huge.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna play this little game with.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna start with Coach Sean. So I'm gonna name 2 players, and you got to keep that player, and then I'm gonna name that same player that you keep, and move on to the next player. These are all Alabama guys now.
Okay.
I have to keep one.
So just for example, if I say Michael Jordan or LeBron, you say you pick
Michael Jordan,
and then I say Michael Jordan versus this person. And if you want to keep Mike, you just keep on going.
Oh, got you.
Oh, it's gonna get tough because there's some guys on here that you definitely love. So I'm gonna save one. I'll start off hot. Jalen Hurts, George Teague.
George Teague.
George Teague, Calvin Ridley.
George Teague.
George Teague, Dante Hightower.
George Teague.
George Teague, Landon Collins.
George Teague.
George Teague, Pat Surtain.
Pat Surtain.
Pat Surtain, Najee Harris.
Pat Surtain.
Pat Surtain, Matt Jones.
Pat Surtain.
Pat Surtain, Rolando McClain.
I know him personally. No, Rolando McClain.
Rolando McClain, Jonathan Allen.
Rolando McClain. This is easy for me.
Okay. You think it's easy? Okay.
As long as it ain't Antonio Lane. Yeah, you know.
Hey.
Rolando McClain, Antonio Lane.
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
He was the next one, too.
Antonio Langham, man. That's my favorite Bama player of all time. Him and David Palmer.
Antonio Langham, AJ McCarron.
Antonio Langham.
Antonio Langham, Julio Jones.
Antonio Langham.
Antonio Langham, Cornelius Bennett.
Antonio Langham.
Antonio Langham, Will Anderson Jr.
Antonio Langham.
I got two more. Antonio Langham, Derrick Henry.
Antonio Langham.
Antonio Langham, Derrick Thomas.
Antonio Langham.
He wouldn't get off of his player.
It ain't but two, man.
He wouldn't let it go, man. He wouldn't let it go, man.
You sure wouldn't.
David Palmer, Antonio Langham. They were my all-time favorite Alabama players of all time, bro.
No, just to end it with that then. I'm glad you set yourself up. Antonio Langham, David Palmer.
I can't even pick between them two. I had to
you ain't got a choice. You set yourself up. I was gonna let it go.
Man, I was an offensive guy. So if I had to pick, I had to go with Papa Cherry, man. I had to go with David Palmer, man. J.O. Jackson Olin. I'm an offensive guy. I love Antonio. Antonio, my dog. Let me say this really quickly. Me and Antonio cousin stayed right across the hall from each other. We balled together. Shout out to Aaron Gould, my boy. Shout out to Aaron Hopkins Hall, forever. Alabama A&M University. You know what it was, Aaron. We used to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Antonio's my dog, man. I love Antonio Langham. I grew up watching them boys made Antonio, George Teague, David Palmer. Them dudes made me want to play at Alabama. You know how you grew up with, you want the jersey. Them are the guys that we looked up to at my age. We looked up to the 92 team. We thought they was damn a pro player. Give me Bama 92 over everybody, anytime, anywhere. Bottom line.
Okay.
And there you have it. I'm gonna do one with you two, Wes, and you two, Bishop. Well,
Facts Van Edwards. Facts Van Edwards. Facts Van Edwards. Google David Palmer. Ryan Williams spoke with him. Y'all go to YouTube after the show and type in the Deuce. David Palmer, Alabama. And
the Deuce is loose.
Watch.
That's where that came from.
The Deuce is loose.
That's where that came from. The Deuce is
yes, sir.
That dude was different.
Different.
I tell you what.
I'm gonna get David Palmer up here for you, just for that.
Man, I'll be fanned out, bro. I'll be fanned out.
Johnny Rogers was our Deuce. Same kind of.
I heard about him.
That's before your time, Coach Sharpe.
But I heard about him.
Same kind of dude, man. Same dude.
But Wes, I got a few guys from Georgia for you. Sony Michel, Nakobe Dean.
Get him, B-Sharp. Get him. Come on.
I couldn't hear you say it again, big dog. I couldn't hear you say it again.
Oh, my fault. Sony Michel, Nakobe Dean.
Nakobe Dean.
Nakobe Dean, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford, No Sean Moreno.
Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford, George Teague.
I know that's right.
George Teague, man. Like
I said George Teague, George Pickens, my fault.
Okay. Talent, I say Pickens.
I was surprised by that. Pickens, Jarvis Jones.
Ooh. Jarvis Jones.
Jarvis Jones, Richard Seymour.
Richard Seymour.
Facts.
Richard Seymour, Nick Chubb.
Oh, gee.
You don't get any easier. Just letting you know.
Damn. Give me Chubb.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb, Garrison Hurst.
Oh my goodness.
I grew up on Garrison, bro. Yeah.
I
grew up on Garrison.
I gotta take Garrison on that one.
Yeah, he was a dog.
I gotta take
Man, he was a dog.
Garrison Hurst, David Green.
Garrison Hurst.
Garrison Hurst, Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers, Stetson Bennett.
Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers, Jordan Davis.
Waiting on that big name to come out.
Brock Bowers.
You know it's coming.
Mhm.
Brock, I still take Brock.
Brock Bowers, Roquan Smith.
Give me Brock. Give me Brock.
Dang.
Brock Bowers, Champ Bailey.
Oh, we gonna take Champ on that one. We gotta take Champ on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Champ Bailey, David Pollard.
Champ.
Champ Bailey, Herschel Walker.
Come on, man. What you do? I couldn't even come back home if I don't take Herschel Walker, bro.
Fact.
Right. You right.
Give me Herschel, even though I don't agree with some of the stuff he's doing, but give me Herschel.
Oh, Coach Allen, I ain't forget about you now. I'm coming back your way.
I
didn't want the Alabama ones to sit there.
I was trying to go stealthy. Couldn't get away.
So don't worry. Bishop, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Make it hard on the Big Sharp. I want to hear what Bishop
I didn't even know y'all had this guy, so that's actually crazy. The second one I'm about to name. Landry Jones, Creed Humphrey.
Creed Humphrey.
Yeah, Creed was a killer.
Yeah.
I did not know y'all had him. Landry Jones, D.D. Westbrook.
Creed Humphrey.
No, he said, I thought you said Landry or DD.
Yeah, Landry. I took
you
Creed.
keeping it from last time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who you keeping?
When
I asked you Landry Jones or Creed, who you kept?
Creed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You kept Creed.
Yeah, I kept Creed.
And you kept Creed for D.D. Westbrook.
Yeah.
Creed Humphrey, Lucius Selman.
Lucius Selman. That's a bad man.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's who you going with?
Mm-hmm.
Lucius Selman, Marcus Dupree.
Can I plead the fifth?
Kobayashi removed. Kobayashi removed.
Oh my goodness. Marcus, hey, much love to you, but Selman.
Yeah.
Selman, Josh Heupel.
No, Selman. Yeah.
Woo. Lucius Selman, Keith Jackson.
Jackson was him.
Mm-hmm.
He was him when it wasn't popular to be a tight end.
It's not going to
be. Keith Jackson.
Oh, you gonna take Jackson? Okay.
Yeah.
Keith Jackson, Roy Williams.
Roy Williams.
Yeah. Roy
I figured you were gonna go that way.
Yeah.
Roy Williams, Jason White.
Roy Williams.
Roy Williams, Sam Bradford.
Roy Williams.
I'm only gonna set you up. Roy Williams. I'm gonna skip his name right now. Roy Williams, Kyler Murray. It's not gonna get
Kyler
easy.
Murray. Kyler Murray.
Okay, you surprised me with that. Kyler
Yeah,
Murray,
yeah.
Brian Bosworth.
Oh, wow. Nah, you know I have to go, boss. Ain't no way, man. That's the foundation.
Brian Bosworth, Adrian Peterson.
Oh man.
You ain't playing fair now. I'm about to take my football home. Okay. Okay. Nah. I gotta give it to AD. I gotta give it to AD.
Okay.
Adrian Peterson. All day.
Adrian
Coming
Peterson.
straight out the gap out of Palestine. Start.
I got three more for you. Adrian Peterson, Baker Mayfield.
I knew you was gonna do that. I knew it.
Oh, it's 3 big names. I think the next one gonna really hurt
you. All right, Baker, you better come through. I'm gonna go with Baker.
Oh wow, shot me. Baker, Mayfield, Billy Sims.
You are cold-blooded. You cold-blooded. You don't play fair in this phone booth. All right, you know I got to go with Billy Sims, bro. That was it. That was a cornerstone. Billy Sims set the foundation.
Billy Sims, Leroy Self.
End up with a settlement. No, Billy Sims.
Woo! Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Whoa.
Now this one, I'm gonna end it with you, Coach Al.
Got it.
End the whole show with you.
Yes.
No pressure, right?
Leroy Jordan, George Teague.
Leroy Jordan.
Leroy Jordan, Jalen Hurts.
Leroy Jordan.
Leroy Jordan, Calvin Ridley.
Leroy Jordan.
Leroy Jordan, Dante Hightower.
Dante Hightower.
Dante Hightower, Reggie Ragland.
Dante Hightower.
Dante Hightower, Pat Surtain.
Dante Hightower.
Dante Hightower, Najee Harris.
Dante.
Dante Hightower, Ozzie Smith. I mean Ozzie Newsome.
Ooh.
Ooh.
He can look to the side.
I'm going out.
Yeah, man. Facts.
I figured you were gonna go with Ozzie.
Coach.
I'm going out.
Yeah.
Ozzie Newsome, Rolando McClain. Ozzie Newsome, CJ Mosley. Ozzie Newsome, Sean Alexander.
Sean Alexander.
Sean Alexander, Julio Jones. Julio Jones, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Julio
Jones, Cornelius Bennett.
Yeah. Woo.
I know it. I remember Biscuit when we went to school.
I know.
He was like,
he was him before him.
yeah.
He was.
I'm gonna go with Biscuit.
Cornelius Bennett, Bryce Young. Bryce Young, Will Anderson.
Oh,
nasty work. That's straight nasty work.
Yes.
I'm an offensive guy. I'm going with Bryce.
Facts.
Bryce Young, Mark Ingram. Bryce Young, John Hanna.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I'm going Bryce.
Bryce Young, Joe Namath.
He said Broadway Joe.
I'm
With the
going Joe Willie.
Joe Namath, Devontae Smith.
Joe Willie.
Joe Namath, Derrick Henry.
I'm going with the King.
Two Derricks at the end, Derrick Henry or the late great Derrick Thomas.
DT all day.
And that's the GOAT. It's hard to pick the GOAT over anybody.
Hey, he changed the game in that position.
Exactly.
Him and LT.
No doubt. No doubt.
Him and LT, everybody else take a back seat. They create the edge position in the NFL, both of them guys.
Yeah.
And that's the show, everybody. That's why I said I think every Alabama player will bow down to that and be proud of it. They fighting over two. Like I'm number
not Antonio Langham and not David Palmer. Damn, Derrick Thomas. Get his ass out of here. No, I'm just bored. I'm just joking.
Everybody got their favorites.
I'm just joking. For all Bama fans, I'm just joking.
I know. We know.
Coach.
Hey, people got their feelings the other day a little bit, man, after we did that quarterback show.
Y'all seen?
Yeah, they did.
They did. Making analysis. We wasn't really talking. At least I know I wasn't. I was just breaking it down based on the football because the sample size for both of these cats are too small. But the fact of the matter is, you got two starting quarterbacks on your team. So, get with that. How about that?
How about that?
Yeah. Appreciate that, Lynn, man. Yeah, man. That's why I say I'm going to get all the guys. I wish Ted was up here. I give him an Auburn list. Got to put guys on the spot, man, with certain things. Go ahead.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
It's $10.
Yeah, right. Crazy, bro. Crazy. This little button, Coach. But look, every Bama fan, Georgia fan, Oklahoma fan, whatever fan of any team that you a fan of, we all of us looked up to somebody. You know, we admire everybody, but all of us looked up to somebody and wanted to be like, man, I know people that looked up to Herschel that wanted to be like, I know people that looked up to Bo. To me, Bo Jackson was one of the best running backs I've ever seen in my life, ever. I don't care what school he went to. But for me, growing up as a young cat, a Bama fan, growing up watching Bama play on Saturdays, it was Sherman Williams. It was David Palmer. It was Antonio Langham. It was them boys, man. It was George Teague. It was Jay Barker. It was Derek Lassick doing that Sherman, doing that Fred Sanford every time he scored.
Yeah,
that's what made me want to wear that crimson and white, man. Them was my heroes, bro. So it'll be nobody ever over them. You know what I mean? For me in my day. Now, same thing with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was the best basketball player I've ever seen, right? But if you go ask my uncles, they'll say Kareem. They'll say Dr. J. So it's somebody for everybody, man. And that's the fun in it.
Yeah, man. That's why I said I don't care. I can change up my top 5 with wide receivers all the time, but DJ Hall gonna always be in there.
Facts. See, yeah, facts.
I know how that man made me feel. Sean Alexander, D'Amico Ryans, all those guys during that era. Those are my guys.
Yeah,
for sure.
Man.
And then you got the golden era with Nick Saban with all those guys around that time. Like Julio is nothing but a year older than me. And then the next class, which was hands down the best class. You go win 3 championships out of 4 years. My partners had a great time at Alabama.
Yeah.
Awesome time.
See, that meant something to be Sharpe, man. That meant something to him. Tony and them weren't that much older than me. So I was just the right age to where I was a little dude, but they were still 4-5 years older. Right. So when we saw them boys, man, them dudes was a 3A school, 2A, 3A school. Hazelwood, I can't remember what A they were, but they was a little tiny school and they was spanking 6 and 7A powerhouses. Emma Sampson was blunt. Them boys was good back then. Hazelwood was spanking them boys. And they was playing both ways. They played DB on one side, running back on the other side of the ball. Right. They whole team, they have 30-something players, and they was whipping 7A schools, bro. So yeah, Town Creek, my homeboy Aaron Gould, Tonio, all them boys. I looked up to them dudes, man. In Blount County with Sherman, them killers. Chris Anderson over here in Huntsville, killers. Them was dudes I looked up to, man. Curry, Copeland, John Copeland, Eric Curry, man. Look, Derek Oden, come on, man. Tonio London,
bookends. Those were bookends.
Them dudes was
and
different.
even guys at other schools, man. That's why I said Sean Taylor's my favorite player, right there with Edward Reed.
Yeah,
there's so many guys that I love, but man, we definitely gonna do this with the other guys to put them on the spot, so y'all don't tell nobody. Appreciate everybody for all the super chat. Keep subscribing to the channel because y'all already know what time it is. When that Monday show kick off, we going up week 0. So when week 0 is over, we going on that Monday, getting prepared for that week. It all depends what games it is. I gotta remember that. But I'm gonna let these brothers shout out their channels and we gonna get up out of here. So I'm gonna start with you, Wesley, since you jumping in here, man. Let the folks know where they can find you, and all their channels will be in the description.
Yeah.
Man, you reach me at Peach State Menace. You know, we'll be dropping new content weekly, daily. You know, appreciate y'all for having me on. Learning so much from you guys. You know, I'm a rookie in this, so thank y'all for the love. We're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna run it up.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate everybody, man. TP, appreciate that, brother, man.
Yeah, appreciate
you already know what time it is. It's only gonna get better when the season starts.
Facts.
Gonna be some furniture moving.
TP.
Bishop.
Hey, big salute as usual. You guys got my heart. Hey, Piano Man Show.
Oh
yeah, the gumbo chefs. We just spit straight fire. We just do what we do. We're always cooking a new batch of gumbo. Stop on by. You know how it is.
Oh yeah.
D Negative Free Zone with Coach Al on YouTube. Check me out there. But IG, hit me up on IG. I'll definitely hit you back. Yeah, it is right there.
That'll work.
And before I get to Coach Sean, appreciate that, Lynn. That's why I said, man, definitely gonna have to put some more guys on the spot, man. A couple more guys. I just seen that list with people doing that with comedians. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it with the teams and see how people feel.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do it with random teams that ain't our team next time.
Yeah.
So hold me to it. Coach Sean.
Definitely find me on JMHO, just my humble opinion. JMHO Sports Talk on Twitter and YouTube. About to start ramping the content up. Football season coming now. So tap in with all of our channels, man. Much love to be Sharpe. Much love to Coach Al, my brother Wes, my brother Bishop, all of our brother. Big shout out to Ty Hayes for coming on with us, man.
Yeah, salute. It was good to see him.
Good to see Ty, man. All of our Wu-Tang clan, Coach Carl, Jance, everybody, John, everybody that be on here. Yeah, Piano Man. Everybody in our clan, bro. We appreciate all of you in the chat, man. Love having my brother Wes on with us, man, giving us another perspective.
Yeah, salute.
Yeah, man. You know, and we really have fun doing this, man. That's what it's all about, man. Getting together, talking crazy. You know, when the seat, we don't take it too serious. You know what I'm saying? We don't. You know, that's the fun in it, bro. Not like Coach Sal was saying about the quarterbacks. It's just an opinion, bro. It's just an opinion.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's
That's
not.
it.
Yeah, bro. It's okay. It's okay, man. Much love to all my brothers, and thank y'all for tapping in.
And yeah. And I just want to send this message out to Jayden Daniels to let you know something, brother.
And now he has to overcome another obstacle. So I'm going to support him. I'm going to lift him up, and I'm going to be there for him because I see the way he fights. I see the way that he works, and I know who he is as a person, and that's all I have to say to address him.
I'm right there with you, brother. I'm right there with you, brother. I don't care what they say about you. I'm right there with you. I know it's lame.
Oh my God.
I know it's lame what's going on. But I'm telling you, man, we about to get down. And I can't wait to play this after every win.
My team, everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your roll on.
Oh my God.
And then by the end of the year, I'm gonna be saying this to a few of y'all.
Same nigga be talking that shit in July, be taking that shit off in December. Y'all nigga gonna get ready for some basketball. Y'all nigga gonna shoot some layups. Shoot some layups. Basketball season for the niggas now.
Hold tight. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.